Hello everyone, Wednesday, January 10th, 2018. Of course, today was New Comic Book Day, which means right now is New Comic Book Video. I am going to show you the books I picked up today, as well as some older Golden Age I picked up, and a really nice Daredevil that I picked up. And then I had a question from a viewer, so I'm going to answer that question as well, which a lot of you are probably going to enjoy. So let's jump right into the books I picked up today. Daredevil, oh, excuse me, I'm thinking of the Daredevil book. Batman Detective 972. Spider-Man Deadpool 26. This is part of the oldie storyline starting today. And there's a really cool, Spider-Man in the wheelchair. Deadpool got the beard going. Really nice book. Another one of these lenticulars. This is Avengers No Surrender #1. This was the front. It's kind of a wrap cover. You see Captain America right there on the back. Really, really cool. Haven't had a chance to read any of these books at all. So I don't know how the stories are, but I'm kind of looking forward to it. Going along with the Old Man Logan storyline, Old Man Hawkeye. Again, all I got was the blanks variant, because people seem to like that. But this is what the cover looked like. Right there. Don't know how this is going to be. Not a big Hawkeye fan, never have been, but I'll read it, just see how it is. Venom Inc. Part 5. Venom 160. Cool cover right there. All the Venom covers are really cool lately. Especially the Venomized covers I liked. Old Man Logan 33. Sideways cover right there. Like that cover. Enjoying the storyline. Enjoying the stories. Homage to Suicide Squad. The original. This is Suicide Squad 33. Really cool cover right there with a more up-to-date Suicide Squad with Harley. This was a purchase for cover only. I saw this cover and I was like, yep, I'm all over it. Nice green cover, Supergirl. This is number 17. And I love the zombie feel on that. Even though it's not a zombie, it just kind of gave me that, reminded me of the zombie in Return of the Living Dead right there with the rain. Harley Quinn 34. Book I'm enjoying. I'm sure I've got a couple of messages from viewers saying, hey, I'm enjoying this book as well. Thanks for, telling us about it. This is Slots number 4 from Image. Wonder Woman 38. And a new Harley Quinn storyline. This is Harley Quinn number 1. Now, this had a couple of different covers. This is the only cover I could get because the other cover had spine damage on all the books, almost in the exact same area. So a little disappointed in that because I wanted to get both covers, but I could only get that cover today because of the condition. And the book of the day, the book of the week, probably going to be one of the top 10 books of the year. And this is from Scout Comics. Hard to find, sold out very, very fast. And it was tough to find good ones because of the black cover on it, on the spine. And again, this is going to be the hot book, so if you have an opportunity to grab some, get some, because it's not going to be a huge print run. This is Stabby Bunny, number 1. That is going to be one of the books of the year. I'm saying it now. Stabby Bunny, number 1. So there it is. So that's what I picked up on the new books. Now, I picked up some older books. First, I'm going to show you a really nice Daredevil 22. Very fine. Of course, this has an Al cameo on it. This is also a Stan Lee story, but it's just a really, really nice book right there. Picked up a couple of some Golden Age, and well, let me show you this is for Jeremy, basically. Adventure Comics, number 376, Fine Plus, Neal Adams. You cannot go wrong with a 12 center, mid-grade or mid-high, and Neal Adams. That's like a trifecta right there. We're talking about the scarcity of the 12-cent comics, and there's a good example of it right there. So I picked up some Golden Age. I went to my friend Joe's today, Fire Force Comics inside the Bonanza Swap Meet, and I got these books. I was talking, and he picked up a couple of Golden Age books. These are not in high grade. There's a couple that are really nice, but these, for the most part, were not in high grade. But again, these are 10-cent books from the 50s. You cannot go wrong with that. First one, Our Army at War, 73. Joe Kubert, of course. This is a VG. Our Army at War 74. VG. 1958. Both of those were from 1958. 1952, Walt Disney Comics, Volume 13, Book number 2. You got to be real careful. You got to look on the inside pages on these because they did these really weird, different volumes, and it's kind of hard to find sometimes. But this is a VG find. Some Donald Duck action right there. That's from 1952. Here's one. This kind of reminded me of like a Scrooge McDuck type of thing. This is a Walt Disney's Donald Duck storyline called Rags to Riches from 1951. Fine Minus. Number 356. Cool cover right there. I've always liked Donald Duck, so that's just kind of a cool thing to have. A lot of stops don't have Golden Age books, and when they do, they're beat to death in 2.0 condition or, you know, covers attached. So these were, you know, for the most part, fairly decent condition books. From 1954, Walt Disney Comics. This is Volume 14, Book number 5, VG. This is from 1953. This would have been a much higher grade, but unfortunately, the centerfold was detached at the lower staple. So this is a VG from 1953. This is Walt Disney's Donald Duck, number 30. And finally, from 1962, not a 50s, but a 1962, still a 10-cent cover. This is from Charleston Publication. And it's hard to find Charleston's in higher grade because the paper they used was super, super cheap. There was cheap paper, then there was Charleston paper. Same paper that EC used, and you know the condition of the EC books, how they just disintegrate and deteriorate very rapidly. So this is Space Adventures, number 44. First appearance of the Mercury Man. Very fine, plus condition. And that just kind of reminded me of like the nuclear age of the 50s when, you know, the movies and a lot of the books came out. And just really, really cool book right there. So that's what I picked up on that. So first of all, apologize for the lighting. I'm trying to get a new lighting system in here so I can have a little better ability to show the books that I want to show. But I did a video and I talked about how I don't get books. Well, we talked about restoration on books. And my thought was if a person does something to a book and it changes the condition of the book, shouldn't that be considered restored? And of course, it became just a firestorm of, you know, people's opinions, which is good. That's what makes the hobby great, is you can have your opinion. But I got a couple of comments from people. You only say that because you don't know what you're doing. You don't know about it. So I've done this a long time. I've collected a long time. I know about cleaning. I know about chemical cleaning, non-chemical cleaning, pressing, all that stuff, okay? I prefer not to do that to books. I prefer a raw book. That's just old school, and I'm an old school guy because I'm not looking for top dollar and the very, you know, top price on things. So I got a message from a viewer and he says, look, I'm interested, even though you're not, I'm interested in possibly cleaning up my books a little bit at home, minimal cost. Can you give me some advice? Yes, I can give you advice. I have a friend who does this all the time. And again, I've done this a long time. And in order to know the industry, you need to know how to do different things and understand what gets done and what doesn't get done in order to grade a book properly. So I'm just going to use a simple book, nothing big. This is Thing and Iceman, a Marvel 2-in-1. So if you're going to wipe your books down, when you do this, you should wipe your books down. You should use, and I use, because I always wipe a book down, no matter what, just to get the dust off. I use Ultra Soft. They're extra soft tissues, but I use the ones non-lotion. Get non-lotion because some of the lotion tissues that are in there, some of the chemicals from that stuff they put in there can transfer onto the book and they'll end up hurting it. So I'm going to show you, well, I'm not going to be able to show you, but I'm going to give you the idea of how to do this. So here's the back of the book. I hope you can see it. It was real dirty up there. We're going to concentrate on this area right here. With an eraser, a pen, I use a Pentel eraser. I do that when I do a lot of writing and I do a lot of drawing for myself. But these work really good if people are interested in cleaning their comic books. I don't do it, but I don't. These are the ones that people use. And this is what my friend uses, and he's awesome. So you should use gloves. And again, if you're going to use gloves, you just use, I don't even know if I have my gloves here. Oh, here we go. white cotton gloves right here. White cotton gloves. Let me get the computer back on here for a second. Okay, so we're going to concentrate on that area there. I hope you can see how dirty it is. Lightly with your eraser, you go over the white area. You can't do colored areas. You can't do colored areas because it can take away the book. It can take away some of the color off of the book. So again, I'm just kind of showing you real quick here. You go over it lightly. These erasers work real good, and I like it because it's thinner for things. So if you remember how that, now this was, I did this for about 30 seconds on this book. And there's the corner now. You can see how much different it is. All that gunk is off that book. Right there. So I know how to do it. I just prefer, decide not to do it. And again, you can do what you want with your books. They're your books. Again, I prefer a more old school technique, but you can clean that. I mean, that came out really nice. You can kind of see it, I think. You can see where the gunk is around it, but you can see the difference in the cleanliness of this area, how it was before. So, again, if you're going to wipe your books down with something, you should always wear cotton gloves when you're using older books. Puffs, non-lotion, that's what I use. It's a Pentel pen. Okay, this is a ZE22. Works really good if that's what you're into doing. So that's pretty much where we're at. So it was a real quick video. I hope you liked it. Again, if you want more information, you want to see more cleaning stuff, let me know, and maybe I'll do a video on that. So I hope you liked the video, and I want to thank everybody for the support. Thumbs up. You can share this video. You know, let's have a, like I said last week, let's have a great 2018. So I hope you liked the video, but if you didn't, nothing I can do for you. Have a great night.